We're expecting to see a winter wonderland, potentially even into Christmas. Residents are seeing some snowbanks continue to grow. CTV Barrie's Mike Lang joins us now with some of the weather we're expecting up in the wintry wonderland that is north of Toronto. So, Mike, I very much appreciate your CTV branded gear. That means that you're ready for the elements. And I don't know if you did this on purpose, but just because you're working your own shots, credit to Mike Lang for getting the CTV news truck with the CTV logo very, very, very well placed beside your shoulder there, Mike. So I just want to give you some kudos for your camera framing. What's going on today? And, well, after today?
Well, yeah, thank you, Andrew. Got to be reporting and directing at the same time here. But yeah, so right now the snow is expected to continue here, mostly north of Barrie in Simcoe County. There are a mix of warnings and watches that are in effect. In Simcoe County, it's under a yellow watch for snow squalls, and up north, it's under an orange warning for snow squalls. Obviously, Environment Canada has their new way of categorizing their weather alerts. But all week here in Barrie, we've had, as you see in those images, that was on Wednesday when we had the Alberta Clipper that Toronto also got hit with. But here in Barrie and Simcoe County, we get the lake effect snow that will continue in addition to those major storms and systems that hit the entire Windsor corridor. So that's what we dealt with this week, and we're expected to continue dealing with that into the weekend. But another big story up here this weekend is for those coming up from Toronto to go skiing at Blue Mountain. In the town of Collingwood right now, there is a boil water advisory because of a water main break yesterday, which is leaving right now more than 20,000 residents without drinking water, or they have to boil their water before they could drink it safely.
Well, that's it's unfortunate. I guess the good news is that if you're going to have hot chocolate after skiing, you do have to boil the water anyway. But this obviously impacts a lot of people. When we're thinking about how the weather could be, sort of working in place with having something like that in Collingwood, you think about the amount of people that are coming to town. You also think about this being the holidays. How difficult could it be getting around, not just near Collingwood, not just near the Blue Mountains, but in cottage country with the snow coming?
Well, right now, the biggest challenge with the snow is how fast the conditions change. Even an hour ago, I was on Highway 400 approaching Barrie. I got off at I got on at the Innisfil Beach Road on-ramp, and then 10 kilometers up north, it went from flurries to partial whiteout conditions, and that's what the biggest challenge is, how quickly those conditions change. Kind of like I always like to say, just like in the summer where we have those thunderstorms, or let's say at the CP24 station in Scarborough, it could be pouring rain, and then at Highway 404, it's sunny. So it's kind of similar to that, but just the winter version.
So, Mike, when I think about what you're doing today and you're getting ready, trying to prepare coverage for the weekend and into Monday, what are you going to be focusing on as the snow comes to town?
Honestly, Andrew, just braving it out, just staying warm and driving safe, and hunkering down, making sure that we don't have any adverse effects from the snow. But I think most importantly also is just covering our holiday events. I was just at a really awesome food collection drive by a local kitchen renovation company that basically filled up 7 vans worth of non-perishables for local food banks for the holiday season. So a mix of dealing with the weather, but also spreading joy and covering those awesome local initiatives for the holiday season.
Yeah, the news doesn't wait, Mike. We appreciate you, and we also don't want to keep you much longer. That's Mike Lang, CTV Barrie reporter extraordinaire, and clearly good camera director as well. We appreciate you, and also telling us about that story, which we'll watch on CTV Barrie, I'm assuming, on Monday.
Yes, sir, Andrew. Thank you, and happy holidays to you guys as well.